Well, I've had my quick lunch. Well, I say quick. We stopped for about an hour. I had to cook it first. I just had some chicken I did in the oven, like I guess you'd call it southern fried chicken is the way I sort of made it. Very delicious it was too. Anyway, too noisy to stay here. And as it's not raining, I'm going to make a move. The plan is to hopefully stop at Brinklow. I can't stop there, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be stopping. Anstey will be the next space, so perhaps it'll be Anstey. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, that's not good. I moved off just before that bridge back there. And there's an odd spot of rain in the air. Nothing to worry about at the moment, but there's nowhere more up for quite some time. The edge is like this, and I can't get anywhere near it because of the sloping slabs below it. So yeah, I won't be more anywhere along here. It might be a case of grabbing the coat and keep going. This, of course, what we're coming through here is one of the later additions in the early 1800s. This cutting through here. We're going to come up to in the moment where the other loop used to come around. And this is one which came around from Lime Kiln Marina we saw earlier. And this is Brinklow Marina. All these little offshoots now are marinas, or a lot of them are, just like the one down at Clifton. And here is the entrance to Brinklow Marina. As I say, that was once one of the original loops on the canal. Of course, that roving bridge wouldn't have been there originally, I shouldn't have thought. That would have been added when this cutting was put in. I don't see a date on the bridge, so I would guess it's somewhere about 1810 to 1820. Well, one thing at the moment, at least that few spots of rain we had a little while ago didn't come to anything. That was a couple of bridge holes ago. Let's better go under bridge 37 here. Yeah, I'm glad about that. I don't want to go too far, but nice to do it in the dry. I'm not a fan of cruising in the rain. Makes everything slippery, more to the point. Jumping off onto wet, slippery grass, and yes, just not nice. Yeah, bridge 37. Well, literally 100 yards ago it brightened up a bit and I said that the rain had disappeared. Guess what? It's now raining. I'm going to put the camera away because I do not like the look of that over there. That looks like one hell of a storm. I hope I can get somewhere to moor up before that comes in. I'm not sure if it's coming this direction, but I don't want it to. Good morning. Well, still very cloudy, but it's better than what it's been for the last 48 hours. We've had rain, and more rain. Yeah, it hasn't stopped for 48 hours basically. A little bit here and there, perhaps for a few seconds, but it's been horrible. Well, I'm more at Brinklow. It's where I ended up the other day. Well, I stopped in the showers as well actually, but it did dry up that evening for a while, then rained later in the night that day. I'm waiting now for a boat to go down by, because the little swing bridge at Roses is a right pain in the derriere for me. It means I've got to stop right by the bridge, run through the boat, jump off the front of the boat, open the swing bridge, back into the boat and run back through. There's nowhere to moor up there. It's a complete nightmare going in this direction. It's fine coming the other way. It's a nightmare going in this direction. Well, the boat just went by, so I come out, rushing out, getting ready to go off. I said to him, leave the swing bridge for me, I'll close it. He said, I'm not going through. I'm winding down there, I'm turning around and coming back. So I'm going to wait for the next boat. So yeah, anyway, you may notice that I've got my old jacket on, the old blue one. It's been in the washing machine a couple of times, it's a little bit cleaner, but I put this on today This is now really for wooden only. I put it on today because the ropes are wet through and filthy, and the other one's nice and clean like this. The beige one, or brown, or whatever colour it is, it's nice and clean because that's also been in the washing machine. I really don't want to get that one ruined at the moment with mucky ropes, so yeah, I'll put the yucky one on this morning. I'm not going very well. I am going quite a distance actually. I'm going to try and make Hawkesbury Junction today, which is about a 3-hour trip for me. So yeah, that's the plan. Hawkesbury Junction, and then apparently we're going to have another 2 or 3 days of rain. So yeah, get somewhere, stop again for 2 or 3 days before I move on again. Right, so I'm on my way. It didn't take too long to wait. Narrowboat came along. It's a Kate hire boat from Warwick. They got crews, so it would be easy for them to open it. And they've just come past me, and I said, "Can you leave the little swing bridge for me to close?" Which obviously they've agreed to. No problem at all. Perfect. I'm waiting for another boat to follow. Well, as I'm currently coming through the cutting here at Brinklow, this is where the landslide was about 6 or 7 months ago, or whenever it was now. I think it's back in February. I know I came through about 2 days before it actually happened. It's now open, of course, the passage through here, otherwise I won't be coming through here. Just worries me today a bit, with all the rain we've had the last couple of days. Are there any more landslides? Yeah. Well, you see where the water's been running off here. I'll show you. Well, this is where they've actually dug some back and done a bit of a repair to it. This was an old landslide from a few years ago. As you can see there, it looks like it's moved a little bit again with the rain. Yeah, not good. Well, there is plenty of firewood along here. There's a load there, look, the tree there, and all that, but the towpath is closed at the moment. When I come back this way, if I'm getting desperate for firewood, I might just stop and get some. Looks like there's a bit of a slippage there. Here, of course, is where the main problem was. This was where the main landslide happened and closed the canal off here. They've dug it all back, and you see it's all fenced off up there now. I think they're finished. I don't see any equipment around. And as we can see here, they still have the towpath fenced off at both ends. You may think I'm going a little faster than I normally do. That's true, I am. It's the hire boat that I want to keep up with that's in front of me that's going to do the swing bridge for me, so I don't want to let them get too far in front of me. Otherwise someone might come along and shut the swing bridge. So I'm trying to keep up with them, but they're going faster than me. I've got a job to go any faster than this in this shallow water. They're obviously a lot shallower drafted than me. Back past another part of the old arm which went to Brinklow. There's a Brinklow loop. This is what I mean about there's nowhere to moor here to get off to do this bridge in this direction. Roses have their boats all through this section up to the bridge, and there's just nowhere to stop.
Central here this morning.
It got a bit busy, didn't it? the arm, the old alignment of the canal, I mean, of course. Right, that's the swing bridge done. Hate that little swing bridge. The reason I dislike that swing bridge so much is because when you come from the direction I'm coming from, there's nowhere to get off the boat to actually go and operate it. It's absolutely a complete pain. That hire boat's already pulling away from me now. That Cape hire boat, that's passing the moored boats here, and yeah, left me standing. Now I'll slow down to my normal speed. I don't need them anymore, so open the bridge for me. They did a good job there anyway. And there was a boat coming the other way as well. Who they let through first? They actually opened the bridge and let the other boat through first, which was nice of them. This is my friend Lou's boat here, Little Witch. I haven't seen her for a while. That's what I saw, I think it was the other side of the Hair Castle summer last year. And then we're following past my other friend Scott's boat. But Scott's boat was pointing in the opposite direction when we came by a few weeks ago. Could be wrong. Right, now to get going, we're past all the moored boats. Ansie's next. No, there's a load of moored boats before we get there. Yeah, we'll be passing all the moored boats up here shortly. But I've got a job to see the other boat now. I'm not going to even attempt to catch them up now or anything like that. I'm doing my own thing now. Back to my normal speed. I'm pretty sure that this boat was moored here when I came by about 3 or 4 weeks ago. In the opposite direction. It's not the same boat, it's a boat more than exactly the same spot. What sort of jogs my memory about it? It says River Dancer Deep Cut. The Deep Cut is on the Basingstoke Canal. I used to fish the Basingstoke Canal Deep Cut sometimes. Well, that's a bit different. Tell today, not just by my flag blowing around, how windy it has actually got. I'm sure it wasn't this windy when I set off. Yes, the flags are definitely wobbling around on those flagpoles. Little three-wheeler there. Well, I came past here a few weeks ago, going in the opposite direction. There was a lot of spaces along here. A lot of the boats must have been out on their summer cruising. There's not a space to be seen today. Distance, that's the outskirts of Coventry. And here we have Ermintrude. Those like me remember Ermintrude with the cow and the magic roundabout. And if you remember the magic roundabout and children's programmes like that back in the 60s and 70s, yeah, when children's programmes are all innocent and not trying to be something they're not trying to push all this ridiculous nonsense that's getting pushed on the children of the day. Yeah, it's a crazy world again we live in. Well, the hedgerow here has been cut back hard along the towpath here, making the towpath much easier to navigate. It seems I've got a major thing though along here. I'll point that out in a second. But the actual navigation of the canal, we won't worry about. We'll let all the reeds grow into it and make it narrow. Two boats cannot pass along this part of the section of the canal with all these reeds grown into it. Yeah, I guess that doesn't matter about the boaters, of course, as long as the cyclists and the pedestrians are looked after. Well, that was the last bit of filming I did on this trip to Hawkesbury Junction. It started to rain a little bit, nothing too serious. I didn't actually stop, I kept going, but I did put the camera away, and the wind did pick up as well. Well, I'm now sat at Hawkesbury Junction, and I've been here now a couple of days, and it hasn't stopped raining since, although it does appear it's brightening up a little bit at the moment. So I do hope to make a move today, and it was, well, rather chilly last night. I got a cardigan on this morning. I didn't know whether I let the fire out. That's one of the reasons why it just got a bit chilly. And I haven't decided whether to light the fire yet this morning or make a move. I might just wait until I get somewhere before relighting it, save on a little bit of fuel. And it's starting to warm up a little bit outside, although it's quite chilly still inside the boat. So what I'm going to do shortly is to make a move. I will film that as I leave here at Hawkesbury Junction, heading down towards the basin here at Coventry again. Yeah, I've been there a few times, but I've got a few things I need to do, like shopping, and the bigger shops are down here. It's a lot easier to get to, like the big Tesco down here, or the Aldi, or those shops, from taking the boat down there than trying to walk there, for instance. So I'm going to round up this video right here. I want to thank everybody, of course, for watching, and everybody that helps the channel out in all the ways you do, from Patreon to PayPal to Super Thanks, sending me gifts, channel members. You know who you are, and a big thank you goes out to all of you. And don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It is free after all. It doesn't cost you a penny. It only takes a little effort to click the subscribe button. And if you click the all options button as well, YouTube will inform you, or should do, every time I upload a new video. But that just leaves me to say, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.